how have you been able to, forgive, or at least in a way accept those people and your ex-husband? How?
When I came back, Amira, when I came back, I didn't know right away if I was going to stay for long, or I just came back to say bye to Colleen, hug her, and then be gone. And in that time, I took the time to have Sam sit down, and I was trying to talk to him about eternity, about God. I came back not with hatred towards him. I wasn't happy with what he did. I knew what he did, and I told him, and I kind of told him that I saw everything. But I saw that it wasn't him. He was being used. I remember, because when I was telling him, listen to me, I want to talk to you about God and Jesus and this, and I was trying to save his soul. And he said, Anna, because and he was interrupting me, and I kept telling him, wait, there's no time, I'm leaving, because I thought I was going to die, like I was going to be removed. And he said, Anna, we will never leave you. And when he said, we will never leave you, it made me realize I'm not dealing with a human being. I'm dealing with bad, evil spirits. They're using him to destroy me, to break me. And he's being used. And when you think of that, you don't see the man as evil. You see the evil that was used in him. And I've learned, I've forgiven him. I've forgiven him. But I forgave him not because he was worthy of forgiveness. Like some people say, how can you forgive him? He's so evil. And yeah, he's bad. Yeah, he's bad. He took advantage of me. And he took my money. He did a lot of bad things. And to the point, he killed me with his own hands. He tried to kill me with his own hands. But if I don't forgive him, I will live with this bitterness towards him, and then he will have control over me. Right. So I forgive him for myself. I forgive him so that I can live in peace and not think about him. And forgiveness doesn't mean you forget, and forgiveness doesn't mean you stay with them or you allow them back in your life. You stay away. He's toxic, he's bad. But forgiveness is when you can lift them up to the Lord. You can pray for them. And I've done that. I've prayed for him. I lifted him up to the Lord for God to deal with him, not for me, not for anything. I do not wish anything evil to come on him. I don't know what God will do with him or did with him. It's been so many years. He's been out. He left the country. I just lifted him, and God, for you to deal with him. I can't say, God, you need to deal with him and break him or kill him no, I lifted him. And just by lifting him, I've lifted that burden off my chest, and he has no more control over my life. He has nothing on me. I forgive my previous husband. He was a narcissist. He made my life miserable for 13 years. I've forgiven him. It's a character disorder. They don't change. So you feel sorry for them. They are the ones that end up alone and lonely. And I pray for him too. He's the father of my children. I lift him up for my children. It's for their sake. How could I wish anything bad on him? He's the father of my children. My children love him, even though they see the narcissist. And they understand why I left him. And they say, Mom, I don't know how you lived with him for 13 years. And his second wife is like pulling her hair. But we feel sorry for him. Right. But he has no control over me. I have love for him. And may he find that love and peace. That's what forgiveness is. We can't say we're good or we're Christians or we're Muslim and we have no forgiveness. We can't, because if the Spirit of God is truly living in you and you let that Spirit shine, that Spirit is what helps you forgive. It's through that Spirit. It's not Anna. It's the more you let Him be controlling your life, these things become easier to do. It's not like there's no mechanical way, or because our character will not do it. Our character, me, myself, where Anna, my
The
ego, exact. The ego will come in. Also the enemy, because we have evil spirits in this world, right? The enemy is ruling the world. We call him the devil. I like to call him the enemy. He rules the world. He's ruling the world in chaos. And he wants to grab as many spirits, and he's constantly telling us this, and look what he did, and all that. We're fighting all that. But so our ego fighting with all this, you're going to be bitter, you're going to be angry, you're going to feel, I could have come back feeling a victim. When people apologize for what I went through, they say, I'm so sorry you went through that. I say, what are you sorry for? It was the most incredible experience in my life, encounter. I would do it again. Like he did me a favor with his evilness, with what he planned for evil. God turned it into something beautiful, most amazing encounter. So I'm not a victim. It was a blessing. Oh my goodness. It's a blessing. Amazing encounter. And that's if I let the Spirit of God more in my life, then that's how you live your life. It's not me trying. It's you just let him. I give an example. It's you're driving the car and you're the driver, right? And you're taking the wheel, and that's Anna taking the wheel. And the Spirit of God, the Comforter, is in the back seat, and I'm going everywhere, screwing up my life. I need to step back and let him drive. Let him take the wheel of my life. But don't give him the wheel and keep taking it back like I do. Sometimes I'm in the next to the driver's seat, and I go, turn here or turn. No, you sit back and you don't look. When you don't look and you sit back, you'll be at peace. But don't sit back and be anxious. Oh no, worried up. Sit back. Let the Spirit of God lead your life. The more he does, the more peace you're going to have, the less anxious you're going to be, the more loving and compassionate we're going to be to each other. That connection with him is beyond amazing. He's beautiful. He's an amazing, amazing Spirit that God gifted us. Amazing. Gifted us a big spirit.
Definitely, yeah. They say that there's a lot of debates about free will or destiny, how much free will or destiny we have. But when we talk about free will, technically it should just be thy will. It should only be the will of God, and that's it. So whatever he is doing to you, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So if God has a plan, whether that's good or what you think is bad, he knows what is best for your evolution. And I think that is the bottom message.